So Owen Jones, an independently wealthy man, is getting crowdfunding by Ryan fucking Grimm's Dropsite News website because his article that he's getting sued for was published on their website. They have donated $140,000 to the legal fund for him. Great. Here's why you shouldn't support this. Here's why these people that are grifting you, they're grifting well-meaning pro-Palestinian people. Okay? Ask a simple question here. Would Owen Jones do this for you? Would Owen Jones do this for you? The answer to that is no. Owen Jones is someone who has I've gone over this before on my channel, he has a very long history of participating in anti-Semitism smear campaigns. He was one of the prime movers of like the anti-Corbyn anti-Semitism smear campaign. There's a great article in the Intifada about this called How Owen Jones Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Zionism by Asa Winstanley. Check that out if you want more context for what I'm saying there. You know, this is the sort of thing that Owen Jones was publishing during an anti-Semitism beat-up campaign against the Jeremy Corbyn wing of the Labour Party. Anti-Semitism is a poison, the left must take leadership against it. Jeremy Corbyn was right to apologise for anti-Semitism. For years, Jones opposed BDS. Owen Jones wrote a book, which I went over extensively in a couple of videos of mine, where he very much embraced Zionism and its narratives in a very positive light. Basically, the guy has been a Zionist for most of his career, like a liberal Zionist rather. I mean, it's the same thing, but a lot of people need the distinction made for them because they don't understand this sort of thing, and they think that liberal Zionism is anti-Zionism, so they need to be told that. And post-October 7th, he has also been engaging in anti-Semitism smear campaigns every now and again, but he's also been trying to rebrand as like an anti-Israel firebrand, given the opportunity now that it's so obvious and that even he can't salvage things for liberal Zionism. I want to specifically tell you, though, that that is not the only reason why you shouldn't support him here. It's well known that Owen Jones is a prominent, salaried, directly employed columnist for The Guardian. It's like his main role, his main prestige comes from there. It's the thing that makes him the proudest of himself. In October 2023, Guardian cartoonist Steve Bell, Owen Jones's colleague, was unjustly fired by The Guardian for supposed anti-Semitism in an anti-Netanyahu cartoon. Here is the supposedly anti-Semitic cartoon. That he was sacked for. Now, someone like Owen Jones, who is asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars in other people's money to help his legal defense, even though he has been a liberal Zionist for the vast majority of his career, even though he's just plainly a careerist grifter, I would still support people helping him if he had a history of supporting his direct colleagues when the same or worse had happened to them. Owen Jones has never once talked about what happened to Steve Bell. When you search Owen Jones's tweets, Twitter is the platform he uses the most for Steve Bell, there is nothing. Nothing. No results found. None. He never spoke out for his colleague. Sacked over bullshit anti-Semitism allegations. Owen Jones, when given an opportunity to redeem himself, to actually do something, to take a stand, that could potentially result in him losing his job at The Guardian or something, or being reprimanded. Ooh, how horrible. Something that would be very easy for him to do, by the way, because he also has a big independent platform on YouTube and stuff outside of The Guardian. Even if he got fired, he would be fine. But he didn't say a single fucking word. You search for Steve Bell, Owen Jones, there is literally nothing anywhere. And this is why you should not support Owen Jones here. Not only is he going to be fined himself, he is a very rich person, a millionaire surely, with many, many endeavors from which he makes lots of money. He's a Guardian columnist. He has a YouTube channel that gets millions of views a month. This guy is independently rich. He's fine. But even in spite of that, solidarity is a two-way street. This is someone with a long history of smearing anti-Zionists, of doing damage control for Zionism, and the topping on that is that when people needed him to give him the same sort of support when his own colleague, Steve Bell, was destroyed by the Zionist lobby, Owen Jones was silent, and I don't think someone like this, who is silent or participates in many of the worst anti-Semitism beat-ups against other people, who has done much more damage to the pro-Palestinian movement than he has benefited it, has any right to ask for support from the public like this. Because if it was you, would he be supporting you? I don't think he would. If he wouldn't support his own colleague, why would he support you? Every single time, by the way, that I've ever talked to Owen Jones in DMs or like just messaging him in public, he talks to me until I mention Steve Bell. And then he blocks me immediately. The second you mention Steve Bell, and if he sees it, he blocks you immediately. It's very telling. Very, very telling. And that is why I do not support Owen Jones here, and I do not recommend that others support Owen Jones either. Because if he cannot even support his own colleague from bullshit anti-Semitism smears that got him fired from his job, then I see no reason for us to go to bat for him by donating him actual money. He can handle it. He's rich. He'll be fine. I will gladly rescind this the second that Owen Jones posts a public apology to Steve Bell for not having stood up for him and used his platform as a prominent Guardian columnist to defend a colleague who was fired from their job and potentially had their life ruined by an anti-Semitism smear campaign while he said nothing at all.